inflation is not a friend to me, and I'd just sooner not be any. There's a little building here that we're working on, a little addition. Just probably less than 4 months ago, we put some 7/16" sheeting on the outside of the building. Just winter time was coming and progress was about to slow down, so we wanted to go ahead and get the room wrapped up. So we used that sheeting for the exterior. That was $16.10, I believe, for a 4x8 sheet. I checked yesterday evening. The same stuff right now is $43 for a sheet. I didn't even check the prices, 2x4s, all that rest of that stuff. I know gasoline today, partially because of inflation, partially because the operation in Russia and Ukraine gives global markets a good excuse to raise oil prices and capitalize, and that all hits us. So I've seen gasoline today here in our local area went from $3.11 to just about $3.50 a gallon now. So we're looking at, none of that stuff is a big deal. The key to that, it's a big deal. Let me rephrase that. It's a big deal, but it's a good thing. Inflation, hard times, difficult times, teach us some great lessons. And it's just real simple things, but our grandparents, at least my grandparents and my aunts and uncles, understood the value of pinto beans, fried potatoes, onions, homemade cornbread, skillet-made cornbread. Even more than that, a bologna sandwich. A lot of folks, maybe in their whole lifetime, have never eaten a bologna sandwich, and you really don't know what you're missing. Don't wait till inflation hits and you can't afford steak and seafood and all the rest of that stuff. You're really missing out on something good. Spam, canned ham, all kinds of good stuff like that. Worst comes to worst, you can get you a big old jar of peanut butter, some jelly, and just live it up, man, really. Inflation doesn't have to sink you. You don't have to use that as an excuse not to do things, to not manage priorities and all of those types of things. Building-wise, for years, I've used other people's junk. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not a junk collector. I'm a recycler, and I'm not an environmentalist. But I recycle stuff that other people throw away and that I can use. And if I can use it, I'll use it. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. Years ago, my dad was raising hogs, and he'd every once in a while, if he thought he could find something good, extra, to throw in there every once in a while. He jumped in a dumpster once where they'd thrown a bunch of food away. And the fellow was in there, wanted to fight him. And he said, buddy, I don't know who you are. He said, this is my dumpster. And so Dad had to fight his way out of the dumpster, but it's not a big deal, There's ways to survive. So really, inflation is a great teacher. It's irritating. Most teachers are irritating, or good teachers are frustrating. We want inflation to go away. I know I do. There's lots of things I'd like to do, and the inflated prices don't help me to do those things, so I find something else to do. What goes up, my daddy taught me, what goes up must come down. If we don't buy the junk, then they have to lower the price. Yesterday I bought a little box of metal used for a pellet stove. It goes through the wall and up the outside wall. Normally that box, the sticker price on that box was like $280 some. And I guess they didn't, at the end of the season, there were 2 boxes left there. I bought one for $28. You understand, the sticker price was $280 some. I bought a box for $28. I'm guessing they're either still making a minimal profit or just cutting their loss and just breaking even. Can you think about that for just a minute? It's an item that they can sell for $28 and break even. They're selling for $280, and you can figure the markup on that. That's right about at 100% markup. We don't buy the stuff. We just, hey, you know what? I mean, we just figure out ways. You don't have to go in debt. Don't break your credit card out and say, well, I gotta have it, because you may not have to have it. There's ways around, you know. And anyway, that's pretty simple. But the truth of the matter is, nothing wrong with bologna, fried bologna, raw bologna, however you want to eat it. If you get the bologna with that string around the edge, pull that off. You don't need that stuff. You pull that off. Whatever the case, we can learn not to waste. Probably in America, I believe the fact that we throw away more food than any people in the country. Stop throwing junk away. Use it. It's good to learn to survive and deal with stuff. All right? Hey, that's all I got to say. I'm not an old man, but I've been around some old folks, and I'm getting to be an old man. So I reckon I can go ahead and tell you that we can survive. You know, we don't have to quit living. The truth of the matter is, hard times is really what teaches us how to live and how to enjoy life. God bless you all.